Well, I'm going to ask... Welcome to Style Asia. Now let's dive straight into today's show because, as always, we have a lot of news, advice and blatant runway spotting to bring you. To kick off, we have the latest batch of Malaysian fashion talent about to graduate, and we managed to spend some time with a man every woman would welcome into her inner sanctum. Chanel makeup designer Aaron Dunning. Fashion schools are where creativity is nurtured. Students learn all kinds of techniques from tailoring and sewing right through to the business skills needed to run their own businesses. In Malaysia, the new LaSalle Fashion School has recently opened a new building, and with a new batch of graduates, the future is looking bright.
The Malaysian students certainly get out to the regional events, so they have regional exposure and quite a bit of luck actually at the regional level.
David Yee is currently leading the charge and the school into the limelight.
There's a lot of talent in Malaysia. We've seen that through past graduates. There's a lot Malaysia can share with the rest of the region and obviously the world. I think as far as vibrancy goes, Malaysia has a very vibrant fashion community, and it also supports the local fashion industry, much like Singapore is doing. But I find that local designers here are a little bit more edgy and willing to explore uncharted territory.
Malaysian students are coy about their talent, which they are certainly not lacking in.
Actually, it started when I was standard 6, which is like around 12 years old. I'm beginning to like fashion because after I see my sisters all start to dress up.
I choose fashion because it's one of my passions, and I find that it's a very good industry. There's a lot of things that you can learn, and it's very fast-paced, it's very challenging.
Here at Raffles Design, we actually pride ourselves on being an international school. We have 15 schools around the region, which gives us, I would say, an international perspective on different markets. Now, as an international student coming to, it doesn't matter where you go in any of our 15 schools, you will get the same education, you'll learn the same things. But what you will get as an international student by coming to a different country to study is a cultural experience. And obviously, this cultural experience will be weaved into your education.
Okay, my collection is actually like I'm combining like one positive and one negative thing together. Like I combine a fairy and soldier. Yeah, everyone thinks that it's very clash, but I think that it has something in common because they are both sort of the peacemaker. But it is also like bring out the message that the children in the war are all injured. Some of them died, and yeah, maybe they would like pray for fairies to come and protect them instead of soldiers. You know, soldiers, they use violence. Actually, I thought of only doing fairy, but after my brother, he brought me this book. It's all these military uniforms. Then I thought like, okay, I might as well just combine them both together to make the fairy to look more slightly tough and masculine.
It's mostly like colors of beige to browns, golds, stuff that are very classic. Yeah, it gives you a very comfortable and nostalgic feeling.
As the industry blooms and grows, so will the confidence of these young talents, and rightly so. No longer are fashion schools like London St. Martin's the only breeding ground for worldwide talents. With bright lights in Malaysia such as Melinda Louis, Bernard Chandran and Zhang Toy, there is a new generation coming up fast on their heels, and the most exciting and encouraging aspect of it all is that they are being trained in their home country. The future really is bright.